Welcome back to my channel. Subscribe, like, and don't forget to comment your thoughts at the end of the video. In this video, the Muslim community, particularly Muslim women, expressed their anger on what Piers Morgan said during an interview on TV. Now, when asked the question why so many women are becoming Muslim these days, Piers Morgan responded and said that the only reason is because they want to be oppressed. So Muslims want Morgan to apologize for this statement. In short, what he did was literally calling Muslim women oppressed, which didn't sit well with most Muslims. So people are calling him out for saying what he said, and they even want him to apologize for this. Now, the controversial journalist made his remarks in an interview with Wahid Asif Shida, an NHS doctor and head of the British wing, his Uta, who was just asking him to say a lot of women are converting to Muslim because of what they have seen and the resistance they have witnessed from Palestinians. So a lot of people are converting from their religions to Muslim, and Piers Morgan had that as the only answer to give. Check out this short clip as he says what he said.
What is your view of homosexuality?
I believe homosexuality is a sin.
A sin, it's wrong.
Sin.
So when people come to your practice, do you treat them?
Oh, of course.
Why?
Because I treat all my patients with kindness and without
Do you tell
discrimination.
them you think what they do is a sin?
What an absurd thing to say.
Why wouldn't you be upfront about that?
Why would I say that? Because they don't come.
Why don't you try going back to your surgery tomorrow?
They don't come to me.
Why don't you go to surgery tomorrow and say, before we go any further to your patients, I want you to know what I think. I think that I agree with the guy who said
do you understand
this country is full of LGBT filth, feminist filth. I don't think Hamas are a group. I don't think what they did on October the 7th attack. And by the way, do you want me now to treat you?
Do you understand what?
I don't understand any of that.
Professional integrity is.
You think that's professional integrity?
No, I think professional integrity is treating the people I treat with respect and with kindness.
How do I know you
fairness. Do? Well, they know I do.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Do they know you think they're filth?
I didn't say that they're filth.
You agreed with what he said?
I didn't agree with what he said.
You said, I agree.
No, I agree.
I can play the tape back if you like.
I agree with the fact that the Muslim world should have the Islamic system. Yeah, I didn't say I agree with it. I don't use words.
You want full Sharia law for this country?
For this country. I'm working for, our group works for Islam, the restoration of Islam in the Muslim world.
But here?
We work to uphold Islamic values in our personal life and in the Muslim community.
Do you want Sharia law here or not?
I would love, you know what?
You'd love it?
No, I tell you what. In this last 2 months, one of the strangest things has been where people here have been looking at the people in Gaza and they've been going and looking and reading the Quran. And they've been looking at it, and I'd invite you and your audience to do that.
Just to clarify.
I would do that.
You would like Sharia law here?
And they are not convinced by these neocon
would you like Sharia law here?
And caricatures of Islam, are they?
Actually, I don't think... People who, all I've done is ask you straightforward questions.
Yeah.
You've revealed your beliefs in the answers. No. Yeah, you have.
You
may not even realise what you've done, but you have.
I believe in Islamic law, and I don't believe in the caricature that you try and present of Islam.
Would you like Sharia law in this country?
I would love to see you want Sharia law in this country.
I don't want Sharia law in this country.
Well, that's your wish.
But you would.
Yeah, but I
would you?
I believe it's the best system. Why do so many women become Muslim these days? Why do
they want to be oppressed? Is that what you're going to tell me?
No. Why do so many Muslims?
Because they want to be oppressed.
Now, for those who have been watching his interviews and shows, you will agree with me that a lot of people think he is because what he does is literally expecting Muslims to condemn October 7th when he doesn't want to condemn the past 75 years. Now, questions of him not condemning the genocide Israel has been committing ever since 7th October are coming in from people, and people really think he is a Zionist, and just maybe it is the right time to boycott him. Now, it is just a lot, guys, and now this. So check out these teachers as people express their thoughts on this video. I will be right back.
Piers Morgan, we want an apology. You can't wriggle your way out of this one. So firstly, not only did you say that female reverts who decide to become Muslim want to be oppressed, but now in this interview with Brother Dilly, you're actually speaking for 1 billion Muslim women, telling the world that we are not offended by your ignorant comments about our religion, when we most definitely are. You're delusional, Piers. You don't speak for us. We are offended, and this is why boycott Piers Morgan is trending. And yes, we want an apology from you, or we will continue to promote the boycott of you and your show. Piers, the jig is up. There was nothing out of context about how you came across in both your recent interviews with Abdul Wahid and Dilly Hussein. You simply let your emotions get the better of you, and unconsciously your true feelings became apparent from the venom you spewed. And that, folks, is Islamophobia in a nutshell.
Piers Morgan, this one's for you. You said women want to become Muslim so they can be oppressed. Wow. You're not just an Islamophobe. You are an uneducated Islamophobe, and it kind of makes me laugh. Someone in your position should maybe speak with a real Muslim and see what this represents. You think this is a sign of my upturn? This is a sign of my liberation from guidelines that have been set by you and your likes to objectify all women, to make us a thing to please you, to please your desires, to fulfill the desires of your eyes for you to gaze upon. But I am so much more than that. I am so much more precious than that. I'm not here in this world to please you or any other man. I'm here in this world to please my Creator, and your Creator too, by the way. This is a sign of my submission to my Creator, not to any human being or to any man-made rule. And it bothers you because you don't know what goes under this. Let me tell you, as a Muslim woman, what is under this. Under this is a heart and a mind of a believing woman, of a woman who can reject everything and say no. This does not fit what God has asked me to do. Underneath this is a heart and mind of a successful woman who speaks 3 languages, has a bachelor's degree, is a mom, a sister, a wife, a daughter, an aunt, a community member, a public speaker who's been around all the world. But I refuse to abide by your guidelines. The only one I bow down to is not any man on this earth except my Creator God. This is a sign of my liberation of you and your likes. It's not a sign of my oppression. And if there's anyone who's oppressed, is a mind like yours, I'm so sad to say. Go and get educated. And sisters, you watched my video. Share yours.
It was important to notice that Piers Morgan loves to bring in context and tries to justify himself to say, oh, well, but I'm saying it in the sense of if Muslim women want to revert, they can. But I was just saying it in the context because one of his employers that we have never heard of, we have never seen, who called homosexuality filth, is apparently a reason for you to now attack Muslims for apparently being oppressed. And also his context is in reference to Sharia law, which doesn't make anything better. And it shows his sneakiness with this attack, because he is by default attacking Islam if he's attacking Sharia law. Because this is where he brought it up. He said, oh, women are oppressed because of Sharia law, and Sharia law is just Islamic law. So you are by default attacking the Islamic rulings, which is against Islam. There's still no justification if that was the case of one of the employers attacking someone for something and saying it's this and that. But there is double standards with this, right? Something I didn't point out before when I made another video, you should check that out by the way, of the double standards with how he interacted with him versus Ben Shapiro. Notice how calm Piers Morgan is about this, versus with the Muslim where he was like, oh, Sharia law, this and that. What if England was under Jewish law then? What happened to that? Where's that, right? How about the Jewish women who were also dressing like this? I challenge Piers to even call these people, oppressed, because these aren't Muslims. These are Jewish women wearing the niqab. Where's the pushback on that, right? And as Muslims, we will never be against Isa alayhi salam or make fun of them. I'm not saying Jewish people will be like that, but this just shows the complete hypocrisy that Piers Morgan has, not only to, the people that are paid opposition, but it shows how much of a dog he is on a leash to these people who are superior to him.
Why do so many women become Muslim these days? Why do
they
so
want to
many
be
women in the
oppressed.
West?
I'm so disgusted with this mindset. I'm so ashamed that I used to feel this way. The Western world has got this so wrong, and it is so disrespectful. It is so annoying, and I honestly feel bad for people who think this way. You have to be so brainwashed, so crazy to think that modesty, wearing a hijab, and a Muslim woman is Muslim or chooses to be Muslim because they want to be oppressed. This mindset just infuriates me so much. And if I hadn't started reading the Quran, I swear I probably would still think the same thing. Something that actually makes me even more irritated are the people who are not Muslim, but they think they know what the religion is all about. They think that all the women are oppressed. They think that all the women are forced to wear a hijab and cover up. They think that it's just a sexist thing. They also don't understand that men too are expected to dress modest and lower their gaze. They don't know that because their men don't do that. Their men don't have those values or share those values. So they think it is a sexist thing This makes me so mad because the religion of Islam is so beautiful. These values are so beautiful. I've never seen any other type of woman value herself the way that I have seen Muslim women value themselves. To say that a woman wants to become Muslim to be oppressed has to be one of the absolute dumbest things I have ever heard. I'm so tired of this logic. I'm so tired of this mindset. Maybe one day people will wake up, open their eyes, think for themselves, let go of all of their bias, and really truly try to see things for what they are. Because the concept that Muslim women are oppressed is so outdated. It's so outdated, and everyone is looking at you like you're stupid if you feel this way.
Now, so many people have described the controversial remark as Islamophobic, and the English broadcaster and television personality Piers Morgan sparked fresh controversy by calling Muslim women and women embracing Islam oppressed. Now, like I said earlier, the controversial journalist made his remarks in an interview with Asif Shida, an NHS doctor and head of the British wing. In the interview, Asif Shida spoke about Islam, emphasizing that many women embrace Islam because they want to be oppressed. Morgan responded. Now, the controversial answer sparked a backlash online, with many describing his remarks as Islam as disgusting. Now, Piers Morgan goes off on a disgusting rant about Islam, generically labeling Muslim women as oppressed and making sweeping statements. Now, he arrogantly attacked the faith of 1.8 billion Muslims on the planet in a blatant act of phobia, a comment wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Morgan's phobic remarks caused an ire among many Muslims and non-Muslims, who stressed that such a comment is an insult for millions of Muslim women. A user on X said that despite this insult, the controversial journalist will still argue that he made no such claim, and he'll claim that he is what the doctor was implying. There's a reason why they allowed him to have such a platform. Now, you may not like him, but his journalistic sorcery is world class. Another commenter described Morgan's comment as disappointing, emphasizing that her experience in a Muslim country shows that Muslim women are respected and protected. Now, Piers Morgan's comments are disappointing. Women revert to Islam because they want to be oppressed. I'm no expert, but I read the Quran and it's closely aligned with my beliefs and how I live. I live in a Muslim country and women are respected, protected, and supported by men here, the commenter said. Many also shamed the journalist for not giving his guest enough time to defend his argument during the interview. And one commenter even said that he had to quit the interview 5 minutes after he started watching it. Couldn't take more of you shouting and interrupting your calm and respectful guest. What's the matter with you? Why can't you let your guests speak, man? The commenter said. The controversial remarks came as many have posted videos speaking about their interest in Islam, and this interest came as Israel has been intensifying its aggression in Gaza. Many stressed that Palestinian resilience sparked this interest in the religion, and many took to social media to express their admiration and how the crisis in Gaza was an opportunity for them to explore Islam. I began reading the Quran yesterday and it's beautiful. I'm not a Muslim, but I stand with Palestine, on social media, user said. Now, he even went on his X platform and wrote, now available on our YouTube channel, my full uncensored interview with the Muslim editor who wants all Muslims to boycott me because I'm apparently an homophobe. Spoiler alert, I'm not. So Piers Morgan engaged in a heated debate with deputy editor of 5 Pillars Dili Hussein over the Israel-Gaza conflict, Sharia law, and the trend asking for Muslims. Now, he also said he has no problem with Islam as a religion or with Muslims. I'm anti-terrorist and anti those who support terrorists. Piers Morgan did respond to the responses he's had from the interview. We have come to the end of the video. Feel free to share your take on this video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your comments down below.